Welcome to the From the 108 podcast, starring the drunk uncles of White Sox Twitter. He's a Twitter-like whore, an Instagram thirst trap, and your grandma's guilty pleasure, Beef Loaf. A West Coast attitude in a decidedly Midwest body, My Sock Summer. And your host, he's sharing obscure music thoughts to give you time to hit the bathroom, Terezi E.
Thank you, Cornsey, and welcome to the From the 108 podcast. Get ready for some baseball, beer, and bullshit. And remember the drinking rules. If Beef Loaf says allegedly, or that he made a video about that, you drink. If My Sock Summer mentions his time on the West Coast, or blames his kids for something, you drink. If I fuck up the intro, or make MSS appear to be dumb, you drink. And if Jason makes you horny, you drink. It's $250 for 5 minutes of MSS.
Yes!
You're going to get it.
Feel free to do that. We're not even going to total it up. You have to do it all at once. And, of course, you can make all of us drink for $1.08 or more. And, fellas, I got a question for you based on that. What are you drinking? And, MSS, I'm going to start with you, buddy.
Oh, yes. I'm first. All right, special guest, special bottles. I got my taste going right now. It's the Whiskey Acres. It's the maple syrup bourbon that they do in maple syrup casks. It's very good. As you know, there is no ice cube in there. I do that one straight. It's pretty decent.
Oh, baby.
I believe they
Getting
call
right
it
in there. Raw dogging it.
These two bottles are very special to me because the first time I ever had New Riff was out in the 108 with HBIC. Jason.
They sell that out there, huh?
He had snuck in a nice little flask, and we got shit faced on this. And I was like, that is delicious. So I bought 2 bottles almost right away. And then I have the E.H. Taylor that he bought us a bottle of that. This is not the one he bought me. That is still there, but he bought one for me. So it's special guests, special bottles. Here we go.
I love it. Those look good. I think you need to finish all those. And
that's good. That's an idea.
You'll be ready for the second half of the show. I think the second half of the show, we're really going to ramp up the horniest. The first half is just very horny.
Out of control.
Need some liquid
Beef.
courage.
What are you drinking tonight?
I'm actually double-fisted tonight, boys. So I'm going to show you first off. This is my back. I got a little beer back going here, and it's some more Tecate. We had some leftover Tecate from the end of the season. I got to drink that down.
That's delicious.
And in the spirit of something we've been talking about, we haven't done the year-end meeting yet for 108. We're closely approaching that. But one thing we've been talking about is taking great care of our partners, people who we work with and do things with, our sponsors and otherwise. And a great partner of ours is Sox Machine. And our buddy Sox Machine, Josh, he agreed to a deal to populate Malort. But unfortunately, he's not really built like we are to populate booze. So he gave us like 1 billion bottles. At least I have 1 billion bottles of this in my wine cellar.
Yeah.
So what I decided I'm going to do to be a good friend to my buddy Josh, there's no free ads, is I'm going to sip Malort for a bunch of shows down the end of this year. So I poured out one mini bottle of Malort. I got a couple more in there. I'm going to take a little taste right now. That's fine liqueur right there. So it's going to be Malort and Tecate all night tonight. Keeping it horny. Treasy, how about you? What do you got to drink, brother?
I'm disgusted right now, but it's weight loss season. It's 108 weight loss season, so I gotta go back to the vodka sodas. So I got a big old bottle of vodka here.
Go back to.
And there's a tiny glass. Just a tiny glass for sipping.
A little soda. Just a little soda.
The thing about Malort is it tastes so good right at the beginning, and then that's the last time it tastes good.
I don't know if that's true. I'm not.
I don't believe
little
it.
Piece. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah.
It's
I don't
not
really
as bad
believe
as everyone thinks. Sometimes.
If you like grapefruit and dirt, it's a pretty good combo.
I always heard dirt and stamp adhesive. And that's pretty spot on to me. It does taste like stamp adhesive. You're like,
I don't think I've tasted stamp adhesive since they had it, which was like 20 years ago.
You know, boys, the comments are coming at me right now, and Marge just says, just kick him out, Mrs. B. This is my fucking house, Marge. Ain't no one getting kicked out of nowhere, okay? Just get that shit straight.
Wait a second.
I thought it was your hot tub.
What the fuck is wrong with drinking Malort for other people around you?
Yeah, I don't. Why? Yeah, why is that a problem? I'm having it. You don't gotta have it. No
You
one
have
else
to
has
taste
have
it. No one else is tasting it.
Exactly.
It's not like it's like oh my god, he got those terrible Malort farts. You know, like that's not a thing. Is it a thing? Are there?
We about to find out.
Oh my god, are there terrible Malort farts? That's the real question. Daniel Pierce gives us a
Cheers,
chat.
buddy.
He says wanted to wish the chat 108ers and bums alike a more virile Thursday than Bruce Levine. No need to elaborate. Cheers.
What a great chat to start with. More virile.
I like it.
Absolutely.
All right.
What's up?
I want to know how you fellas are doing tonight. My Sock Summer, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. And, last week we played, the great game, this or that. And one of the things that I do, like, even when I'm just, like, in the car waiting for my daughter to get out of school, I'm watching, like, TikToks or whatever. And a lot of times, like, on Facebook, they're TikToks, but they're just in the reels, right? You know, they just keep making the same things over and over.
Yeah.
Well, one of them, and a lot of them that come through for me, and then I clicked on one, 8 months ago, so now I only get those, and it's all the reseller TikToks, where they go in and they're like, and I'm like, these are fake. They're as fake as like Storage Wars. Like they rip open this storage locker and they're like, oh my god, look at this Van Gogh, it's right here, you know. And so like these guys are walking through these like shithole thrift stores, and then they just like pull out an item that's like $300, and you're just like, yeah, that happens. It happens a lot. But sometimes you find some and you really have to do some digging. And so I was watching this video, and I'm going to play it for everybody and settle in, get a drink. It's about a minute, but you got to watch this because this is the craziest fucking thing, and I'm going to explain it more after.
Video. I'm at the thrift store and I found a beach ball. And here's what I had to say.
It's worth $200. It's hard to believe, huh?
Second time store in Tustin, California, 70% off. Sold for $274. What? Made in the early 2000s, the wet set by Intex. And for 70% off, I got it for $3. The bigger the beach ball, the more it's worth. I love items like this because to the average person, even a reseller, it looks like junk. But the wet set by Intex is not junk. Sold for $124. An item I love selling. Here's a collection of some of the things I have for sale. You might be asking yourself, why is the wet set by Intex so valuable? To be honest, I don't know. I've been told that they're super high quality, they don't make them like that anymore, and that the plastic material is different. There's a lot of Intex inflatables that don't go for good money. It's the wet set by Intex. eBay sold listings. 2 days ago, one sold for $333. Look out for the large beach balls. Those are the ones that go for crazy money, 48 inches, 60 inches. eBay sold listings go back 3 months. Worthpoint.com, 10 plus years. And this 60-inch beach ball can go up to $1,000. It's an easy $500 if you can find one. Even used, $200 to $300 easy. And I see one seller had like 8 of them and sold them all for $500. Now remember, the wet set by Intex. You'll find Intex without the wet set, and often those are not valuable. It's all in the details. I was wrong in the...
So,
What the hell?
That guy said easy a lot, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I have not bought beach balls at thrift stores, especially in the package, because I'm like, this is fucking stupid. Why would I buy a beach ball at a fucking store? So I'm like, this is bullshit, right? This is bullshit. This guy is just BSing us. But I didn't see that video. I saw another video, and I went and looked on eBay, and he is not lying. There's like $120 for like a 48-inch fucking Intex like beach ball, and I'm like, why? So I'm Googling, I'm going into Reddit. I'm like, why are these selling for this much money? Why are this much money? And he alludes in another TikTok. It's Thrifting Treasures on TikTok. You go in and you look at this, and he says, all I know is he's like, I'm not really sure. It's like adults doing hanky-panky. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? And so in my head,
Now
I'm
I need
going,
to know.
I'm like, are they fashioning these things into the vaginas and fucking them? What are they doing? Like, because he mentions how high quality the material is and all this stuff. It's PVC. I'm like, they still make PVC. I'm not exactly sure what this is. So in a move of brilliance, I send him a message to our TikTok and his TikTok, and I go, dude, what's with the beach balls? And he writes LOL. He goes, it's fetish people. So fetish people are buying these because they're like high quality, and they don't make them like this anymore, and they're fucking on them. So I was like, this is insane. So like people that are buying a 60-inch fucking beach ball for $500 are just humping on it. They're humping away on beach balls that I'm going to rescue from thrift stores from here on out. But yeah, so
Now, have you found
It's
one of
insane.
these sex balls?
listen, I haven't been to a thrift store since I watched these videos, but you bet your sweet ass.
Earlier
looking
today.
everywhere for fucking Intex
I guess
the
the que-
wet set beach balls.
My question is, have you fucked on one before?
I
And
have not.
will you fuck on these ones
I
to make
don't
sure
know.
that they're the best for fucking
Beef,
quality?
that's what I
know.
imagine. I imagine him inflating it in the store and like getting on top of it and being like, "Oh yeah, this is the kind of beach ball we need." Yeah,
I guess it's just I don't know what the fetish actually is like a latex fetish or something. So these things I don't know, but I'm like, there is a reason. I'm like, why is this happening? There's a reason because you can buy other ones. You can buy 60-inch. You can buy 10-foot inflatable beach balls. They don't sell for this much money, and it's like it's apparently these can take a beating, a fucking, and keep on floating. I don't know, it's insane. So anyway, if you're out there at the thrift stores, buy the wet set stuff by Inditex and make $1 million. All right, because that's gonna put my kid through college, and we're not gonna talk about why they got all this money. You know, we just won't even talk about it. They're like, Dad, where's my money for books? I go, hold on a second, I gotta sell this beach ball, and they're like, what are you talking about? Don't worry about it. Here's your money for books. Have a good one. That's how I'm doing. Crazy.
I don't know how you're gonna follow that, Beef.
Sammy Davis says that type of material has low jizz retention. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's been tested and it doesn't.
I don't know,
It's
man.
just like,
But how great. I mean,
Easy clean.
yeah,
amazing.
no stick ball. You know. Now when you said they're on it, right? Not in it, right? Is
I'm
that what you're saying?
assuming. I don't know. Like I told you, like you would think something that this well known would be like all over the place, right? Like they would let out the secret. They're like, yo,
Yeah.
if you're trying to get down with your latex mama or whatever, like get the Inditex wet set. They last for a long time. They're well worth the investment. I don't know. So
I'm gonna guess it's and this is just me. Yeah, maybe I'm
Okay.
out of line, but I'm gonna guess it's a small group of people that are
I don't know.
into fucking on a beach ball. I don't think that they don't exist, and I'm not kink shaming.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
just
it
saying
sounds
that
like
I
you
don't
are.
think that there's a lot of people that are fucking on beach balls or that even have the intel about the Intex.
I just need about 10 to 15 people to buy $500 beach balls from me, and then I'm good to go. Like,
You don't even have one yet.
I don't, but when I get it, you wait. Now,
I can't wait for next week. The offer is going to be for $500. You get 5 minutes of MSS and
With
a
the
big
beach
beach
ball.
ball.
no, I'm not sharing that money with you. Fuck that. That's my money. Now, Sal put this up. Sal wrote, I don't know what a fetish is, boutique porn guy. I am a noted craft porn guy. Not boutique porn, sir. Craft porn.
Well, we'll
Let's get
find
it
out later.
together.
I think it's boutique, but Beef, how you doing tonight?
You know what? I think I'm better than MSS. Even after being ashamed of something that I did. I pulled a really degenerate move, Treasy. I have been lately, I haven't been to a casino in a long time.
All
It's
right.
been a minute since I've been there. So what I've been doing is I've been watching on YouTube. I've been watching these people play video poker. And they'll live stream video poker, whatever. You know, and sometimes they lose their ass. Sometimes they hit something or whatever. So it's like mildly entertaining. They're like talking about the hands and yelling when they do stuff, whatever. It's kind of fun. Right? So I had a moment of weakness Saturday night. Now, Saturdays are normally sleepovers. Bonita and I watch movies or whatever, talk shit to each other, and would sleep on the couch, you know. But it happened to be where Bonita was a little tired. She passed out. It's like midnight, and my mind started going, Treasy. I'm like, I got some money on America's Card Room. I wonder if America's Card Room happens to have a casino and they have video poker there. And I'm like, let's just check it out just to see. And I found that they did. And I'm like, okay, well, here's what I'll do. I'll look. And if the pay tables are total shit, I'm not going to play. And I went in there and I went jacks or better, 5-hand jacks or better, 9-6, baby. Full pay.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
like, so I played. I played for like 45 minutes. I never felt more fucking ashamed of myself. Gambling in some shady online casino just to get my fix. You wouldn't think I lost like 5 figures how ashamed I felt the next morning that I did that for like a half hour, 45 minutes.
Did you lose?
I did not lose. I won a little tiny bit. You know, nothing to talk about, but it's just like I felt like I needed that fix. I feel like I had a real degen streak coming on. Like it felt so good to degen out. And I was like, fuck, man, I got to get my shit together. I got to get out to the casino and get that out of me, man. Otherwise, who knows what'll happen with that shit.
Oh man, I kind of like you doing this online. I feel like this is
good move for me.
Can you still do that on Twitch? Because I feel like they outlawed that. But if you can, I mean, maybe we got to fire up the 108 Twitch again.
Those are like incredibly bad odds, just in general, right?
No, not
actually.
the 9-6. That's what he's saying. Like,
that's what I brought up. So the pay tables, if they were shitty, I wouldn't do it. But
win.
No. So these games have a they have an automatic thing. They have a pay table, right? So it's like whatever. It's random numbers, whatever. But this pay table pays. It's about as good as you can get for this particular game. So I was like, oh, shit, I can't believe they have a full pay game. Because the other games are kind of shitty. I was looking at the other pay tables, trees, they had double bonus and some of those things.
One pick a color.
And Deuce is Wild. And they were all like shitty, crappy pay tables. But the Jacks, I'm like, oh, that's one of my favorite games. So I'll just play it. So I feel bad about myself. And I can't wait till this podcast ends. I'll probably do it again.
I love it. Get in there. Get in there, man.
Do it.
How you doing, Treasy?
I'm doing pretty good, but I'll tell you, I've been watching the MLB playoffs, and I keep seeing this fucking Derek Jeter car commercial. And it's not a Mazda, so fuck the car that it is. Yeah. But, like, I'm watching this commercial, and, like, besides the fact that, like, there's, like, this torrential storm, and they're like, hey, we can't fly in this. And Derek Jeter's like, hey, I know you're a trained pilot, but I'm a fucking infielder, so I can drive in it for sure. But besides that, I'm watching it, and, like, the first few times I watched it, I didn't really pay attention. And then, like, the third or fourth time, I was like, wait, what the fuck was that? And if you watch this commercial, in the middle of it, because he's, like, driving home, in the middle of it, there's a cut where he's just in his car in the middle of the fucking forest.
Yeah.
And he, like, shines light on a wolf. And then it just cuts, and he's, like, heading home. And, like, I
thought maybe he's getting out of the car to whack Adriana.
Beef.
Whack off too, Adriana. OnlyFans.
He's in the fucking place where Christopher and Polly are eating ketchup packets, like, out of nowhere.
He's in the Pine Barrens.
And then all of a sudden, he's home. It's like he took the same route to New York that Buddy the Elf took to get there. I don't. And it's just like, there's no explanation. There's no other side of it. He's highway, wolf, highway. And so I don't know if you guys have seen this. I kind of want to know what's going on, but more importantly, is Derek Jeter a werewolf?
Yeah, I think so, because that's why he got fired from the Marlins. They said it was a difference of opinion, but they loved him all up until, and then all of a sudden it was like, well, Derek, you got to go. You can't be.
He wolfed out.
Yeah, you can't werewolf in there.
Full moon.
He wolfed out.
MLB has rules against that. You don't even know about those rules. They keep them kind of like so you don't tell anyone, but they had to get rid of the werewolf.
Yeah, I mean, ever since the 80s when that one wolf was playing, the werewolf was playing high school basketball. They put a lot of rules in after that. Guys are fucking riding around on top of vans and shit. That's not safe. That's not safe for anybody.
Little known fact.
Can't have a guy running the team doing that shit.
Little known fact: every MLB dugout has a wooden stake in somewhere in there, and a silver bullet.
That's correct.
Might explain why somebody got shot in the outfield, and we still don't know who did it because they were trying to kill a fucking werewolf.
Yeah, it was a werewolf incident. I think we all. I mean. That's kind of the most popular. That's kind of the most popular theory out there already. Yeah. But we'll just confirm it.
I mean, you guys should have seen in Twins Astros, Dusty had the steak in his mouth as his toothpick for a little bit. So there must have been a little bit of a concern at some point during the game. He's an elderly guy. They got to make sure he's fit there.
He and Jose Abreu are vampires. They're both vampires. That's so.
So I
don't think they got a good relationship.
That's why Dusty he wears the gloves. That's he wears the gloves. Yeah.
But Dusty wasn't wearing gloves this year. Doesn't have the latex gloves out there doing the brisket. I was very upset. He's not cooking brisket in the dugout anymore. And I don't know if they can win a World Series if he's not cooking briskets for everybody in the dugout. So, Dusty, you might want to take a minute and get those rubber gloves back on there and fucking make some briskets.
I love that. Tim Maher says it's a HIPAA violation if they tell people he's a wolf man. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
It is a medical condition. It is a medical condition.
We don't. It might be what happened to Alan Williams. No one knows. We're not.
It's ended a lot of careers.
It absolutely has.
MSS. Let's talk about a different car.
All right. It's October, and it's time to consider you and your family's safety against zombies. As we all know, zombies come out in October and try to eat our brains. One way you can protect yourself from the inevitable zombie attack is being behind the wheel of your all-new Mazda from Mazda of Orland Park. In addition to standard all-wheel drive, Apple CarPlay, Android Audio, remote keyless entry system, smart brake support, lane departure warning system, lane keep assist, Mazda radar cruise control with stop and go, rain sensing windshield wipers, automatic on-off LED headlights, high beam control, power folding door mirrors, steering wheel mounted audio and cruise control switches, infotainment system voice command, multifunction commander control, Mazda connected services. You can add complete zombie protection to the list of standard features for your Mazda. Mazda holds a record with a grand total of 0 zombie related deaths in the United States. Beat that Chevy, you bitches. Visit Mazda of Orland Park to get all the specs and details on the complete line of Mazdas. Whether you're from the Chicagoland area, Northwest Indiana, or Southeast Wisconsin, they would love to have you visit and test drive a Mazda today. Mazda of Orland Park, home of the Zoom Zoom Nation. 8910 West 159th Street, Orland Park. 708-444-3200. Zoom Zoom.
Attaboy.
Oh my God.
That's what I did with my morning, fellas. That video right there.
Oh my God.
yes.
So as you know,
man. Okay.
As you know, me and Beef, we recently did a video on the 40-man roster and who might be coming on or off that 40-man. And I know for a fact that My Sock Summer did not come near watching that video.
No.
So we're gonna quiz him.
Not even close.
We're gonna quiz him on some of the people that we talked about, some of the back end of the 40-man, and see if he knows if it's actually someone on the White Sox 40-man or someone who does porn.
Okay.
I do have to say that there were a couple close calls where I had to leave people off because it could have gone either way.
These guys are all
Wise
active
choice.
on the 40. They're on the 40-man. They're
on the 40-man.
for reals.
They're on the
Or
40-man,
Or they're
they've-
active in the industry.
Okay. Yeah,
they're on the 40-man,
Yeah.
or they've taken part in some kind of 40-man activity.
That's awesome. That narrows the list down a lot.
All right.
Gangbangs.
We're gonna go with the
Special kind of guy.
first one out of the gates. Let's go here.
Let's do it.
We got Sammy Peralta. Sammy Peralta. What are you feeling, My Sox Summer? You feeling
That's
this is
Sox. He's a Sox guy.
you feeling White Sox?
100%.
Good, because you did see Sammy Peralta pitch quite a bit, so you should know this.
Yeah.
He appeared in 16 games last season for the White Sox, so you've definitely seen him. I'm glad you got that one.
I don't
I'm proud
remember
of you.
that, but the name
is,
sounded familiar.
This is a guy that I said probably doesn't need to be on the 40-man anymore.
Why are they taking pictures in the bleachers? I don't understand this. This is just get on the field. You have a big, beautiful baseball field behind you, and the background is just the fucking bleachers. I don't like it.
I don't know what they do in Great Falls. It's none of my business.
I don't like it.
None of my
Treasy.
business. We got a drink from Husky Bardo.
Yeah.
Cheers, fellow.
Thanks.
Oh, thank you, Bardo.
Thanks, buddy.
Bless you.
Sorry about your dog, bud.
Ditto.
All right. Next up, we've got Gabby Quinteros.
Oh, Jesus. See, that's a rough one.
That is a rough one. That's a tough
rough one because I can see both easily. I mean, this is obviously it's a chick or it's a really, really fast guy that can't really throw the ball well from second to first. I'm gonna go with a porn star.
Oh, wow. You know what? Good job, my friend. Good job.
Yeah. What's up, Gabby?
She
MILF?
started important adult films like The Hills Have Thighs.
Oh,
And Gabby refers to herself as the Mexi MILF.
Yeah.
Mexi MILF.
She is.
There
She's
you go.
very milfy.
It is, we might get into some of that stuff later.
Maybe. We'll see.
Oh, shit, I bet she makes some great sopa, Teresi.
Probably.
Make some soap in your pants, buddy.
All right, up next, MSS. This is a tough one. Ramon Nomar.
Man, I mean, we know the run Ramon. And that's not this guy.
That's not, I can guarantee you it is not that Ramon.
I'm going to go with, no, it's definitely not that guy. I mean, let's just go. We're gonna go Sox. We're gonna go Sox.
You're gonna go Sox?
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
gonna go Sox.
I mean, you realize that the last name is just the first name spelled backwards, right?
No, I didn't.
This guy is not on the White Sox.
No, he's not. He
Not
could
yet.
be,
Not
though.
yet, Treasy.
He could be.
In September,
What's he do?
In September 1995, he traveled to Barcelona for the International Erotic Film Festival, where at age 23, he won a casting organized by Italian director Luca Damiano. The participants had to have sex on stage in front of an audience of around 2,000 spectators. Wow. 2 weeks later, he made his first movie. He's also starred in porn parodies of The Magnificent Seven and Seven Samurai with Rocco Siffredi. What a career this
Very
guy's
career
had.
there, man. I love it.
I'm not a big Rocco guy. Rocco is he's got his own little thing. He's like a smacker and like spit in people's faces. Yeah, no, I'm not a big one. Not a
Hey,
big Rocco guy.
none of my business. I just know that this guy is not on the White Sox.
Yeah.
MSS. He's not on the White Sox.
A
I
couple
did not
quick
know-
comments here. SPF says Kitten Natividad says Maxi Melf.
That's
a
old
great.
school.
That's a great pull. SPF for those that don't know, go look that up. And then John Nava says future White Sox GM. Yeah, it's possible.
That's
Yeah,
possible. He's
he
got
might get
the
hired by
sunglasses.
Yeah.
He's got the sunglasses. He's got that's. Think.
I don't think Chris Katz could fuck somebody in front of 2,000 people, though. I just don't.
You don't know that.
I mean,
You don't.
Tadito wants to know, is that Scotty Potts? I don't know. Not sure.
might be. Might be.
Scotty Rods.
We don't know. Scotty Rods.
All right. Next up is Davy Garcia. Davy Garcia.
Yeah, I'm going with Sox player again.
Okay, good, because you've seen this guy pitch quite a bit. So,
Have I really?
So yeah, so he's actually he was a Yankees starting pitching prospect, and he recently moved to the bullpen. Was picked up off waivers by the Sox in August, and he appeared in 6 games. He looked. This guy actually looked pretty good for the Sox, and
Is he a
I don't
relief
think
guy? Starting pitcher.
he's a reliever now. He was a starting
Yeah.
pitcher. He was a starting pitching prospect. Didn't work out. Moved to relief. I took this picture because it looks like his fucking head is exploding in this picture. It's just
It kinda
wild.
does.
So I don't think that's how he actually
It's
looks.
like a
but
bad horror movie, like head about to explode. Yeah.
But yeah, I think there's a little bit of bad camera angle for this guy on that one. But that doesn't matter because he's not in pornography. He's a pitcher.
That's
That's
how he
true.
looked when he was walking up
It's a
to
pedo.
receive his AVN award. So he looks looking good.
his dick blew up his head.
Oh wait, this was a porn star. Never mind.
Sorry.
Whoops.
They just made a baseball card of him. He was in a Yankees porn parody. All right. Edgar Navarro, my Sox summer.
I mean,
How erect do you feel Edgar Navarro is?
Smart money says he's a baseball player. But I'm looking at the 2 R's at the end of his name, and that's kind of making me think porn star. I don't know. And this is where it gets hard because, well, not that hard. But Edgar Navarro, I'm gonna go with baseball player.
Good call.
Nice.
Right-handed reliever for the Sox. He's been in the system for about 5 years. He
Never
pitched
heard
in
of
8 games this season, and he stunk.
Man. I was never
Short
even-
sample size. You know, not we don't got a lot. We don't got a lot to know about him, but he's not good.
Sean,
Treasy,
most of these players don't play for the Sox, so no.
they're on the 40 man. They're
40.
in and around here.
Come on.
Sean G says Treasy says does MSS not who plays for the Sox? I don't know. That's a good question.
I mean, that's what we're finding
That's what
out.
I'm trying to find out here,
He's actually doing pretty
Doing
good
pretty
right
good
now.
right now.
He's doing pretty good. He's got
I
all
missed
the White
one
Sox
porn
so
star.
far.
Yeah.
He just added Ramon Nomar to the Sox,
Yeah,
which
well,
maybe is just good scouting. You don't know that.
There's room on the 40 man. Treasy would just throw him on
the
there. Why
guy,
not,
the
you know?
guy's good at not failing in front of a crowd. So I mean, that's
He maybe be the best player on the team. Behind
Might.
Luis, of course.
He's used to playing in front of the crowds that the Sox got at the end of the season. So
Maybe
that's,
like-
I think pretty solid.
Luis Robert got a bigger dick than him, but other than that, he'd be good on this team. I think.
I don't know, dude. He just
That
got
goes
fake
without
dreads.
saying.
I'm not
That
sure.
goes without saying. All right, next up is Urizan Beltran.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I know who this is. It's a porn star.
You're going porn star, huh?
It's a porn star.
You're feeling that one?
Well, kind of, but now you got me thinking, but now I'm still sticking with it. Porn
Yeah.
I knew
you're
this
good.
chick.
You're good.
I
So
knew
she's
this
a
chick.
three-time
She's nasty, too.
AVN nominee. Was in the industry for about a decade. Though she did a non-porn flick called "Werewolf in a Women's Prison," which I'm sure just took all the awards at the Cannes Film Festival. I'm sure, but other than that, mostly pornographies for her. Did not play for the White Sox. No longer with us.
Is it bad that I recognized her name that quickly? Like, because I saw it and I was like,
I think it is.
I think it's probably bad. Yeah. I don't think she's been active in years, though. So, I mean, this is from a while ago.
Yeah, she's dead. She's dead.
Oh, she's dead?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Rest in peace,
Next up, Marco Banderas.
Oh,
Banderas.
Again, you're trying to get me, and you would think that this is a porn star. And I'm going to stick with it. It's a porn star. It's got to be. Banderas, come on.
Do you think that this guy looks like a porn star?
Absolutely. I know this dude, too. We know this guy. Is he...
I don't know this guy.
Who's he
We know this guy.
I don't know.
Who's he worked for?
I don't know.
You don't know?
He looks like the porn version
he's a Brazzers guy. He's a
looks like the
Brazzers
porn
guy.
version of the guy from Community.
I never saw that show, but I've probably seen this guy in a porn, so that says a lot about me.
I like the graph, though, Trees. He says, for the AVN Awards, nominated 40 times, only won once. He's like Susan Lucci out there. What the hell's going on, man? It's tough, Phil.
Look at that, man. The guy's got 48 nominees total. Only 3 awards won.
That's incredible.
Whoops the doozle.
Always
That's
the
what they say.
bridesmaid, never the bride, man.
Yep.
Fucking
Yep.
poor guy. But in January of 2008, sex toy manufacturer Topco Sales unveiled a replica of Banderas' penis as part of their Wildfire Celebrity Series. That's as good as winning an award.
Absolutely.
If someone's like, you know what,
I want to cast your cock.
and sell it as,
right.
and the thing about that is there has to be an audience. Someone's buying it. You know,
True.
People out there want to have fun with it. That's nice.
Yeah, they don't make stuff that doesn't sell, except for the GFY equipment shirts that we made and the.
I thought you were going to say except for when we do your BWC.
And we do this, and we do stickers with zombie on them. Available right now on the website merch shop. Please go through.
Man, those guys kind of look the same.
That thing in the sticker got a bigger cock than this guy.
Yeah,
Similar-
maybe.
Similar shape.
Definitely more aggressive.
Similar shaped head. All right. Next
Hell
up,
of an 8-head.
we got Johan Ramirez.
White Sox.
You're sure about this one?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yep.
You're right. You're right. Dude, this guy's career, man, like, you got to almost feel bad for this guy. The amount of teams he's been on and has like really not been in the majors. So he's in 2016 signed with the Astros as a free agent. 2019, Seattle took him in the Rule 5 draft. 2022, he's traded from Seattle to Cleveland for cash and player to be named later.
Oh, man.
Later in 2022, he was traded to the Pirates for unknown compensation.
Carson Fulmer.
And then in 2023, at September of 2023, he was selected off waivers by the Sox from the Pirates. And now he's here with us on the 40-man.
Johan.
He is on the 40-man, which, yeah, a guy who everybody wants this much that you would be able to give unknown compensation for him and bring him in is on the 40-man.
Definitely
But
should be
yeah,
on the 40-man.
he's there. And MSS, you are crushing it. And there's only one more, and I think you'll get this one.
Jenna
I think you will get this one. Lane Ramsey.
It's only funny because you tweeted, hey, later when we play this, don't pick this guy. Because I literally, I would have remembered this. And I don't remember it for the reason that you think. I think of Lane Staley. And so this is why I remember it is this is a White Sox player. We saw him pitch several times this year.
No, you're wrong. So this
Not
is actually
pitch.
a porn star. This is actually a porn star. No. It is.
Is he a pitcher?
White Sox? Yeah, he's a pitcher.
Yeah,
We've
pitcher,
seen him pitch 21 times this year.
Yeah. So I was like, I missed that one. Okay, I missed one. Fuck me. Sorry.
You did really well. So, MSS, to tell you the truth, I sent this to Beef yesterday.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, I put this one together. And he was like, MSS is going to get crushed by this. Like
I did. In the middle. I thought in the middle was where you were going to get clobbered. And when you got Ramon Nomar wrong, I was like, here we go. It's
I was like,
no.
I thought when that happened that it was going to be like a downhill slide. Like you were just going to knock it.
But
anyway.
he rebounded. He got himself together there. You know?
I feel like that's been my narrative in the 108. Like all this, the entire time we've had. The entire time we've been doing this, you're like, oh, he's gonna fuck up here. Here he goes to fuck up. Oh, no, he didn't. No, look at it. Look at him go. Look at him go. Yeah. Good job, Timmy.
You know what I feel? I feel like we're somehow, like I think me and Beef are talking enough about all these ancillary players that like through some type of osmosis,
you're get in there. Yeah.
You're absorbing who these players are. I'm very excited about this. I think I'm gonna make a tape for you, and you can play it at night while you sleep. And I'm just gonna repeat everyone on the 40 man.
I'm sure they'll go really good.
And you'll have it. You'll have it down. You'll have it down.
God. Man, don't come a knocking if the bed is a rocking. Okay, be listening to White Sox prospect talk and be fucking. Now it's gonna be great.
On a beach ball, of course. 16.
And
the comments thought MSS did great, including CD44 saying, might as well give Ramon Nomar a tryout. Yeah, then he would have been perfect. If he was on the White Sox, he'd be perfect.
The guy's got a good look. He's got a baseball player look. Like in Moneyball, they would have taken him over a lot of the guys that, like Chad Bradford doesn't make the team. Ramon Nomar makes the fucking team.
There's no question.
He's got a baseball body.
Yeah. Looks like Carlos Pena a little bit.
A little bit.
A
little bit.
Huh?
Or at least the actor they paid to play Carlos Pena.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing about that movie. Like, a few of the players, like, because you don't know them well enough. Like, you don't know what they look like well enough because it wasn't, like, as televised as it is now. That, like, my visual of Chad Bradford is not the actual Chad Bradford.
It's the actor. It's you're locked in on the actor.
It's the actor.
Sure.
It's the actor.
K-Dog's saying, I think he's uncut. We'll get to that in the next segment. Don't worry
he's
about it.
Uncuttable. He's uncuttable is what it is. And that's why he'd be on the team. I mean, like, I think this is kind of obvious.
Yeah,
that's right.
All right. MSS, before we get into the next very exciting segment, why don't you pay some bills?
When zombies come out of the ground and try to kill us, one thing they all have in common is they are hungry as fuck. Imagine if they have a full plate of Lawrence's fish and shrimp to snack on. Zombies snacking on Lawrence's freshly fried shrimp and dipping those delicious fries into some ranch instead of chasing you and your friends is a much better option, right? In addition to shrimp, Lawrence's offers up fish chips, frog legs, oysters, calamari, scallops, clam strips, wing zings, and chicken tenders. Make any order or combo for only $5 more. Zombies love Mountain Dew. Lawrence's Fish and Shrimp has 4 locations, 2120 South Canal Street and 3242 West 87th Street in Chicago, 50 South Manheim Road in Hillside, and 3248 Vollmer Road in Olympia Fields. Visit them online at lawrencesfishandshrimp.com to see their menus and to place an order. Lawrence's Fisheries, serving the seafood you crave since 1950.
All right, fellas, tonight, he's the head bum in charge. He's a bourbon drinking, sports talking, LimeWire using, possible conehead, and all around great guy. Welcome to the show, Jason from the Chicago Sports Bombs. Oh wait, wrong picture, wrong button. There we go.
You motherfucker.
Now, listen, folks, if you're not watching this on YouTube, you need to go check it out because you're missing a graphic right now. We could leave this up the whole segment because we have a big penis head Jason here. I did not modify this one. I modified it.
Everyone just came in their pants right now.
Yeah, this is a lot, man. My favorite part of the graphic is the volume control on the left side of your head. That makes me excited.
I'm never taking any more pictures.
Oh man. So I mean, we don't do this that often anymore, but Beefloaf had an idea that he's been pushing on us for a draft for a while. And it's just time to do that draft. We got to do that draft.
We're gonna do that draft. Hold on.
What's up?
Well, we're not gonna get in. Are we gonna get into it right now?
I'm going to announce it. Yeah, that's
because
how the show works.
Okay, so hey, this is the draft. Okay, but hold on 1 second. Oh, put that back up. I like it when it's up.
The following program contains coarse language and nudity. Viewer discretion is advised. The following program contains coarse language and nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
Forgot to take the loop off.
Well done. Well done. No, you know what? I think it's worth two
Repeating
warnings.
it. Yeah, you should repeat it.
It's worth two warnings,
everybody knows.
But so Beef
It's
is
going to get a little funky.
Beef is pitching this draft idea to me and MSS, and we're batting around, and we're like, "There's only one guy we got to get to do this draft with us. There's no one else that we would pick to do this draft with us." So, Jason, welcome to the porn category draft.
Porn category. Yes.
I'm fucking rock hard already, baby.
I could see it. I could see it poking up above. That's beautiful.
It's gonna get weird. Two dragons. It's gonna get weird.
Here's what I think, guys, and just before we get into this is what I think. I think you guys wanted to bring Jason on just because you wanted me to look less crazy and horny. They're like, we have to have a horny equivalent to MSS in this draft.
No. Don't put this on us. Don't put this on us. Because you have been,
I love this,
for a long time, the porn guy, and you keep saying to us, I don't want to be the porn guy, and then you're like, hey, I'm going to do this 10-minute video on Brandy Taylor.
Still not the porn guy though. Don't go.
But I'm not the porn guy.
He's too good.
He was the porn. He might be the porn guy, but I'm the porn king. I'm the porn king of St. Lawrence, man.
That's
what we wanted to bring an expert in. That was our reason I talked about it. Like,
we want to see if who outporns one another here. Because I'm just gonna be sitting in the back. I'm gonna draft, but it's gonna be all weird shit. So just get ready.
You mean your shit?
Yes, exactly.
he's already like, yeah, that's not me.
He's already trying to moonwalk out of here. We're not letting that happen, MSS. We're not allowing that at all. We're not allowing that at all.
I'm just saying my tastes are not for the populace.
This is my
I'm emailing this to his boss. That's what we're gonna do. You know?
I'm like a hipster. Like, oh, you wouldn't know about this.
You wouldn't know.
All right? You wouldn't know.
Treasy, can we get to a couple drinks before we start the festivities here?
Sorry, I've been handling all the pictures and stuff. I need you to handle those comments, buddy.
You've been undulating. I just want to. You want me to pop these up for
you?
Do it.
Go
First,
for
we
it.
got John Nava. He says, "Cheers, fellas. Love the show. Thank you, John. Appreciate you."
Jason, what are you drinking right now?
Well, I'm happy you asked because I am drinking our brand new Bourbon Bumps pick that's our toasted weeder from Nulu, available right now at Green Valley Wine and Spirits.
I drank at least $35 worth of that bottle when we were at the shared tailgate. It was. Really
I think we talked over you for a second there, Jason. Where can you get that?
At Green Valley Wine and Spirits in Bolingbrook, Illinois.
Nice.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice.
See, now that's not a free ad. He is allowed to pump his products. Not you giving fucking people on the internet free shit.
Optometrists.
Shut the fuck. And then our guy Dan Reyes says for the awesome graphic, paying homage to Two Live Crew. Yeah, MSS did a great job there with that graphic. So cheers, Dan. Appreciate you.
I was cracking up. I didn't really pay attention to it because he sent it to us in our group chat, so it's kind of small on my phone. And then I saw it and I was like, I didn't realize the picture he used of me, which is the one from the commercial. And it's perfect.
That chick is holding a nice iced Tecate. That's why you're looking at it.
That picture confirms that Chirizi is an upskirt pervert.
Also, this motherfucker, Josh Nelson. All right, go fuck off. He says, "Congrats to hiring a new graphic designer. I've been doing this for years, my friend, and this is my son."
Disrespect him.
I've been doing really
Listen,
well.
mijo.
I thought we were doing good. Listen.
I gotta put the graphic back up there 1 second because
go for
Jason he used the cone head of you, right? But that's not the original graphic. The original graphic had a regular picture of you.
Yeah.
And then we were talking about the cone head picture, and he decided to use the cone head picture and just really.
But he elongated it. He elongated it. It's even longer.
Yeah.
It's a trick.
That's a true. Graphic
it is
designer.
the horniest podcast. So if it looks like a giant,
it's pretty horny.
All right, let's get to a couple more drinks here.
Whatever gets the people going.
We got Baloney says HBIC versus MSS in porn categories is my Ali Frazier. I couldn't agree more. Thank you, Peter. Appreciate you.
Did you tell Peter that we were doing this, or no? Did you get
Yes,
any details?
he knew about this.
Beautiful.
Did he coach you up at all?
No. he gave me the go get him tiger and slapped me on the ass.
Nice. That's a good bum send off.
And then last one before we start, Joey P says salute. Joey
cheers,
P,
Joey.
bless your
Thank you.
heart, baby.
The original fifth bum.
Yeah,
The original fourth bum who became the fifth.
original fourth bum who got relegated to.
He got
fifth bum.
bumped. I could get bumped, man.
Yeah,
What's crazy
You
is
put a Wedo in there ahead of him. What the?
you know
you
what though?
You showed those pictures of him the other day on your show, and Joey P looks exactly the same.
He doesn't age. He does not fucking age at all.
He doesn't.
I
He always
hope
looks
that
better.
one day that I have Joey P genetics when I'm like 65 and
I
look
think
60.
he might be a time traveler, Jason. He might be a time traveler.
He might.
We don't know.
He might.
He looks better now than he did then. I'll say it. We all
right.
We're all thinking
wow.
that. That's right.
All right, so here's the order. We're gonna go Jason first, My Sock Summer second,
Yes.
B-Flow third. I'm gonna turn it around. We're gonna go 4 rounds per usual. I'm not keeping track of anything. If someone does something twice, I don't care. So, Jason, kick it off. What is your
All right,
number
so
one
I-
overall pick?
I was going back and forth because I was trying to figure out, do I go with what's trendy or do I go with consensus? And I'm just gonna go with a nice 1-1 chalk pick. I'm going MILF.
called it.
I'm going MILF as my category. And
I feel like at our age group that makes sense.
yeah, I mean, MILF is a very popular category on Pornhub. It still trends top 3 every year. And if you think about it, like 20 years ago, MILF wasn't really like a thing. It wasn't a category. It was, everyone loved like the, porn stars, the Jennas, the Tara Patricks, all them. Priya Ray put like the MILF category on the map. And then there's a reason why Lisa Ann was the #1 porn star for 10 years.
Yeah.
Like she was like the MILF of MILFs. So that her being #1 for like a straight decade, that's fucking impressive as hell. And that just shows the power of the MILF. Like you cannot go against it.
Can I ask you guys a question? Because you guys are schooled in this. You're well versed.
Thanks.
So I think it's in American Pie, they use that term. Is that the first? Is that like its introduction?
That was
into
the first
popular
time I've
culture?
ever heard.
Or
MILF.
did it exist before that? I don't know.
I'd heard
No,
it
I don't think
before.
it existed.
Yeah.
If you have, I haven't. That was the first time I ever heard it. But I also went to an all guys school back in 1999, so I was very
Ditto.
surrounded by
Probably a lot of
penis all
MILFs.
day.
Repressed. Yeah.
There's probably a lot of MILFs
Now,
there,
boys,
too.
I gotta ask this question. I gotta put this out there, Treasy and MSS. We invite on a goddamn expert to come on here and be like the expert person in the draft. And they pick the mainstream, most try to win the draft pick that you could ever have.
No.
They hit one right down the middle of the fairway. There's no risk in this pick at all. It just sort of, and I like MILF. I had #1 on my list, but I don't know. I was expecting a little more. He feels beatable now. He feels like he's beatable now after this
man.
pick. I'm sorry.
Beef, were you mad the other night when you watched when Bryce Harper hit 2 home runs and you're like, that's the most obvious thing to do to win the game? Why'd you do that?
Tell him.
We
Tell him to
do
go fuck
got
himself.
a drink here from someone you might know, Jason. She says, because every healthy
hope I'm
marriage
not the
equals talking about your favorite porn on a podcast.
You know,
I really
Cheers, Sarah.
love you, baby.
Cheers,
I hope
Sarah.
I'm not divorced after this.
Thank
pod.
you. While we're talking about wives, my wife never goes on Twitter, and apparently she went on Twitter this week and saw my tweet after you tweeted, Jason, that I told my wife not to watch. I said, no worries, my wife doesn't ever watch our podcast and whatever. So she sends me a screenshot of it and she goes, what the fuck is this about, asshole? And I was like, oh. and I said, remember when I told you what we were doing this week? And she goes, no, you must have a girlfriend because you didn't tell me this. And I go, I told you we were going to be doing an MLB player or porn star selection, and then we were going to draft our favorite porn categories. And she goes, oh, yeah, you did tell me that. I'm sorry. And I was like, thank you.
So
So,
I
yes.
want to say,
She's probably listening.
She's already
downstairs
stopped
right
listening.
now, and she's already stopped coming at me. So yeah, it's okay.
The TikTok you showed turned her off big time. So. All right,
we're both sleeping on the couch tonight.
I'm like, beach balls, $500. You know, she was like, no.
The funny thing, maybe not the funny thing, the best thing about the MILF category, though, is you don't even need to be a mom to be in the MILF porns. As soon as you hit like 30 years old, you're automatically like relegated
25,
to
20, 23.
We're not being generous.
Depending on how much drugs
Like,
you do, Treasy, right? I mean, like, come on.
There's people who are like, yeah, she's definitely not a mom, but she's in MILF porn now because she's 31 years old. Like,
Angela White.
That works, but after you reach that, infancy stage when you're a newbie porn star, whatever, then you just get a set of fake tits and you move to MILF porn.
I mean, dude, you put 100,000 miles on that car in the first year. It's a used car, all right.
Didn't like Sarah Stone get brought back in as a MILF and start doing MILF porn? Like, I think she did.
Are you asking us? Ask
I'm asking Jason
you guys
mostly.
discuss.
I sure hope so.
I'm asking HBIC mostly, not you guys, because Loaf might know, but not you. You're pure as the driven snow, the freshly fallen snow.
Treasy's just a coward. He's just a coward. I'll admit. I've enjoyed.
I believe you are correct on that.
I think she came back for like 2 minutes and then she left.
MSS, what's your number one overall pick?
Boys, I am so glad that this is still available, and I'm sure it would be available if you guys picked before me, but I'm just going to go with it. It is definitely an MSS number one category. It's the best of the best, and I'm going with casting. Casting porn is got to be the best porn on the face of the planet. Now, here's why. People are like, whoa, this is so weird because the guy's just lying to the girl. Fuck that shit. I fast forward through all that. The reason I like casting porn.
I don't like all those lies.
I don't like any of that shit. I don't like any of that shit.
It's all the mistrust.
The reason,
Can't handle that.
the reason I like casting porn, and I think is the best, it is the It's the freshest, newest girls going into the scene. It's the girls' first scene ever. Most of the time, it might be their first, and it could be their last. You don't know. That's what makes casting porn so fucking awesome. Like it's somebody new. You've never seen her before. She could be, you have like an Angie Faith. You have like these other girls that became popular after they've done casting, and it's just, to me, it is like the number one because you get the newest girls, and it's just, I don't know. I just like it the most. That casting porn is my pick.
They also can make $5,000 to $10,000 a day.
That's right.
I don't buy into that shit. I just like the fact that it's just fresh talent that's just coming out. Like,
Now let me ask a question about the casting, because obviously they have the couch. There's also like the check casting or whatever. But is something like the Bang Bus considered casting, or is that not, or is that like reality or something like that?
100%.
I would say it's more reality than
That's
it is
a separate category. That's a separate category.
That's what I was just curious.
Leave that one on the table for yourself, Beef. Don't
Jason.
don't rule yourself out.
I'm not trying to
Jason,
pick
I
nothing
would say that. Do you want me to call you HBIC or Jason? What do you want me to call you?
You can call me whatever you want. Call me.
All right, I just want to make sure.
Call me whatever
like,
you make
we're all using fake names.
Just gonna call him Honey.
yeah.
Honey the rest of the night.
I would think that would be part of it, but I also, like, as a youngster, Jenna James, I've said it on the show before. They used to have an Up and Comers. It was the name of the series, and it was Randy West. And one of my favorite ones is him with Jenna Jameson, and that was definitely a casting. It's like, hey, you can make a lot of money doing this, and then like he like sits over there and just goes to town on it with that fucking weird ass mullet that was not even popular back when he still had it. But like, you know what? He was fucking Jenna Jameson at some fucking Motel 8, hotel whatever, like, and that was fine. So. Yep, casting number one from MSS.
Casting is number one. All right.
You can't. The one thing about casting is like now you can never buy a black leather couch.
Nope.
No. That's especially if you're single. Like you can't come back and the black leather couch is there. People will be like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Okay, hold on 1 second before we go to Loaf. HBIC. Have you ever heard of Sweet Loads? Have you ever heard of that series? Did you know that series? You're probably in high school when that shit came out. No?
No, I that Sweet Loads. No, I have. I must say
God.
that one is.
It is. I don't even want to, like, people can Google it and go on and watch them. I'm not going to recommend it because it is like it's casting to a whole different level. But some guy,
I didn't watch it.
Guy from Arizona like sent me. It was like, hey, you should watch this. And I was like, I don't know if I'm really into this. And he's like, oh no, you should watch it. It's really good. And it was. It's not that best. Loaf, what's your pick?
Two things real quick. Mrs. Beef in the comments says MSS and HBIC arguing over casting, and reality is why I'm here. And when we were in Cincinnati, Mrs. Loaf and I stayed at the hotel that was right by the stadium, and they had the black leather couch in there. I took a picture of that shit immediately when I got in the room. I'm like, what the fuck room did we book out here in Cincinnati? And they had the goddamn casting couch there, man.
It wasn't me, SPF.
So
That was
HBIC, go
Loaf.
to Cincy if you could. Yeah, yeah, that was in Cincy. That was not Toronto. God damn it. All right, for my first pick, I mean, there's a area I gotta go, but I need a clarification on the category name here because I feel a little bad. I'm going the spirit of this. I'm going GILF, of course. Like how can I not go GILF? But I feel like I don't want them to have to be grandmothers, so I'm thinking I should go mature instead of GILF, or do I get them both? Like, can I get them both as a one thing? You know, like they're separate. Okay,
That's tough because
You know what, Beef?
I need a ruling from you guys.
I'm going to do you a favor. I'm not going to take it, so you could corner the market.
I don't want to draft them both separately. I just want to have one of them. But what should it be? Is kind of the thing.
There are straight like good like grandmothers that are doing porn. You know, like they used to have this person that was on Stern's show, Blue Iris. She was just like an old lady, and she's like, "Oh, you used to fuck me in my walker." So this
Beef,
is
I'm just
like,
writing down
GILF.
Werthers.
I would say GILF because mature could be kind of milfy. It could just be
that's good too. I like that.
an older lady.
Yeah.
So like I mean. I think mature and GILF are two separate. GILF is like grandmothers, like a straight up
so
Werthers.
I'm gonna go mature because I'm a younger man. My doctor told me I'm perfect health, so I'm gonna go with mature for this pick right here.
Not that fat.
Not that fat at all.
And actually taller than you thought.
You're not that fat.
Everyone knows that. Treasy, you have the turnaround.
Turnaround.
I mean, you took mature right in front of me.
On
And
the
I'm,
reach around today.
you know, I'm.
You're fuming.
I'm in that range, but I'm gonna go with something else that I am in the same range, and I'm gonna go vintage because you gotta know your roots, guys. You can't be out there listening to metal and never heard of Black Sabbath.
1960s style.
All right, you can't.
Harry Bush.
You can't be going like, what a guitar riff, but you never listen to Led Zeppelin. All right, so know your roots. Get back and look at the game that was played back in the day.
Oh,
all right,
Lisa DeLue.
I did have vintage on my list. Vintage.
Like vintage? Are we talking like 90s or are we talking like 70s here?
Like
hey, look, man, it's just a category. It gives you all of that.
All right.
It ain't like there's a decade attached to it. It's its own category.
True.
Vintage.
Peter knows
also pretty
greatest
good bar.
ropes.
Pretty good bar. I love that choice. I didn't even think about that choice, really. But it's
Christy
such a good one.
Canyon.
The Christy Canyon's in there. Yeah, absolutely. There's some good choices back then, man. God damn.
No, I mean,
Little Oral Annie. I mean, come on. You gotta play
Debbie
the
Does
hits,
Dallas.
man. Vintage goes hair.
Debbie Does Dallas.
It was a
is
hairier
good.
time. More pubic hair back then.
All right, and so I'm glad that this other one didn't come off the board because even though you did casting, I got to go reality because there's nothing further from reality than these scenarios. The scenarios, and you know what I'm gonna say that like the whole like step thing that's come into like into
That's
vogue.
a whole different series, though.
No. I'm saying that like I think it's lazy writing because back in the day you had to figure out how does this guy get in the house, right? He's got to be a plumber or a cable repairman or something, or like he needs sugar. Yeah, he's selling pizzas. He's selling other stuff door to door. You know, like there's
Steaks.
You gotta come up. You gotta be a little bit creative about this. You gotta think of a way that this person would happen upon this other person at their house and be invited in. And now you're just doing this like, well, we both live here, but we're not related. That's it's fucking lazy.
I need to borrow the car.
Lazy.
You want
Lazy
to borrow the car? Suck my dick.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it's.
Well, do you know? Because you know what it would be like. It would be like, hey, excuse me, my car broke down. I need to borrow your car. And it's like, do you know how to drive stick? And then like it's the whole thing comes out. Like that is creative writing. All right, that's what people go to school for. Not what we're seeing nowadays. All right, I know I sound like an old man, caught in my ways, but I'm a sucker for a good story. All right,
Look, reality, like in the, I think it was like late 2000s, early 2010s, when you had like Bang Bus, MILF Hunter,
Yeah.
8th Street Latinas. Like, all those were like great fucking series, and it was just guys walking around the beach, the street, going into like the fucking ice cream parlor. Like, oh, you work here? Like, oh, what's with the camera? Well, let me tell you, we are just here filming our day. Like, how would you? What do you get off of work? I get off at 5. Well, you want to come back to our house? We have a pool. Okay, I'm game. And then like, it's the stupidest shit. But like, those were like, MILF Hunter. Like, that guy was awesome. Bob. That's all I know. His name's Bob.
Did you call him by his first name?
Yeah, Bob. Bob the MILF
They
Hunter.
became pen pals.
We're still in touch.
Occasionally.
We're still in touch.
There was a series through Naughty America, which was a college series, and there was like I just remember
College
this
Rules?
like incredibly. It wasn't College Rules. It was something else, but there was it's like this extremely hot girl, and she's like, my friends told me I need to come over to your place because you'll teach me, how to have sex well. It's like, babe, any guy that's trying to get with you doesn't care how good you are. You're hot. They're just gonna give you a shot anyway. Don't matter. You don't got to get good. Like, don't worry about it.
I just got to correct you on one thing that they would have
What?
never said well. They would not have spoke English properly. They would have said gooder or something.
MSS, there's nothing wrong with improving
always-
your craft. Okay, it's
That's
there's
true. I mean,
nothing wrong. A true artist really wants to get better at their stuff.
I don't know. I can't
Speaking
remember
of-
what that series was. It was great though.
Speaking of fine art, Beef, what is your next pick?
Oh man, for me this one is easy, and I don't think anyone's going to go there. So I shouldn't pick it this early, but I'm gonna, and that is masturbation. I like to watch an artist go at themselves. It's like watching a guitar player rip a solo, Teresi, and if you want to see all the finger work and everything that
Deep in
goes
the-
into
deep
it,
in the corner
and the
with the cigarette,
feeling that
like,
goes through it, it's like a great blues player just hitting every note perfectly, and the movements and the feeling and the emotion. It's
I'm sad MILF is off the board because I'm hoping that you could go with every one that you pick. It starts with an M. That would have been nice. What a nice alliteration.
Teresi, like, is masturbation the Smarties of the porn draft, like of the Halloween candy draft? I mean,
That's up
really.
to you and Jason. I can't really. I'm not the judge on this
seriously.
one.
I don't need a whole
Masturbation
video
is
of it.
it's webcam stuff, but for me, I need penis in the
Oh, wait a minute.
Like,
So
I
okay,
need it.
all right.
I mean, why do you
For you
want
guys,
some
it only counts if it's penetration. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, no, it's a category. It's allowed. I'm not saying I'm not here to judge or king shame, but for me personally, I need a
Kink
little.
shaming me.
I mean,
I can't
we're not
believe they're
kink
kink shaming me. What the fuck, man? You see this, Tracy? I'm gonna be a kink
I
shame.
just thought that I think you've revealed too much on the second round when there's a lot of good stuff still on the board. You should have wait.
I like
till
my
all
board,
the-
all right? I like where I'm at in my
I
first
like
two
it
picks,
too.
and I got good stuff lined up behind
I like
me. So I
it
ain't worried
too.
about it at all, all right?
we know
You know
you're-
what? You
Listen,
guys,
Loaf.
you're professional perverts, but
No.
I know what I got here, all right?
We know you're a certified freak. It's fine. All right, don't worry about it. You're good. You're good.
MSS, what's your pick, buddy?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, there's so much still on the board. I mean, there's this like insanity.
Well, obviously, there's
still
an
on the
entire internet of porn. Yeah.
So my first one obviously was casting. So Teresi, to do you a favor, I'm going with the same letter. I'm going to go with college theme porn. I love College Rules. College Rules might be one of my favorite series ever that has come out. And when Jason said that, when we were talking about the other thing, I was like, God, don't say that because it might get in Lowe's head. And he picks college style porn. My shit. First of all, funnest time that you probably had in your like sexual, history potentially. Like, when you're out at college and you're going around, you're having fun, you're doing all sorts of stuff. Maybe for the MSS is a little bit different. I don't know. But like that to me brings me back there. But also the college stuff, fresh talent. You don't have these old girls around. You don't know
This
any
guy.
of these new ones. They're all a bunch of new ones. Like, it just keeps changing.
I got to be honest with you. We were
That's
talking
what
about.
it is.
I was telling Mrs. Beef we're going to do this draft. She's cracking up. She's like, I can't wait to tell us this. I said, whoever is the biggest pervert is the one that takes the college one. And I'm so happy it's MSS because we're a bunch of Jason, you just turned 40, right, Jason? We're well into our 40s, and the motherfucker picked college, and college is like 18, 19 years old.
Dude, College Rules
Jason-
and Dare Dorm, Timothy Maher, 100%. Dude, Dare Dorm was the beta versus VHS in that, but like College Rules was just the shit. I did not download series of porns, but I did download like all of the College Rules. So if anybody out there needs some College Rules, I have them. Just let you know, I can sell them to you on a DVD.
He's trying to make money out of it too.
Hey, he's got beach balls. He's got DVDs. He's got everything you need.
Now-
He's got everything you need.
Okay,
Sarah asks, at what age?
says
At what age does college porn become creepy?
10 years ago.
A few years before now.
I'm gonna say this though. I've moved into casting is the number one poll.
Okay.
Now college is not the number one poll.
He's trying to move you up out of this.
And college rules hasn't been a thing
You
for at
use
least
the
15
same
years. So like, don't
creepy
worry about
term.
them girls
Use
are
the same
35.
creepy
Don't
term
worry
for
about
both of them. I'm not.
We already established you can be MILF at like 24. So you got the college years lower than that.
They're the same age. Don't even worry.
You're a bad guy.
Jason, you got the
HBIC.
turnaround.
You got the reach around, buddy.
All right. I feel like we're going a little like niche categories, subcategories. So
Oh, really?
I'm gonna go a little. I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole a little bit here because casting's off the board, reality's off the board. I'm gonna go with something that I think people like. And first, for the record, I was gonna take teen, but I'm not taking that anymore.
No shit, right?
Thank God.
That's my next pick.
So I'm gonna go with a good old fashioned cream pie.
It's like the third or fourth most popular pie at Thanksgiving.
Lemon meringue.
Right, key lime's right after, but
God.
cream pie's right after.
Pumpkin.
Who doesn't
lemon
love a good
meringue,
cream pie?
Great
chocolate
choice.
silk cream pie.
I can't believe that's off the board.
Jason, why do you love cream pie so much?
Well, let me tell you. So when
I don't think I want to know.
when a girl says "come inside me," you don't say no, and you just pull out enough where it oozes out, and that's a cream pie.
There's a lot of artistry in that, it sounds like. Jason, gotta get the perfect pull out.
It's a skill. If you go too deep, it don't come out. You gotta like make sure you're like at the edge, and then
Let it flow.
It's great that we've crossed over with that British baking show at this point. Guess what, Jason? You got another one.
You got another pick?
hell yeah! All right, so I'm gonna play for the numbers here. You know what goes good with cream pie?
Oh,
Big
God.
dicks. I'm picking big dick category because women love porn too, and
That's
there is
true.
a reason why Blacked is one of the top rated porn series there because people love the big black dick. So
My lord.
I'm going big dick as my third round pick.
Any favorites in there? Jason?
That's interesting.
Oh, I mean, you got Mandingo. Oh, I mean, he was always a good one.
What about J-Mac? Is J-Mac up there?
Oh
on
wait,
top
is,
for
are you
or no?
breaking Visock Summer's heart and not taking J-Mac, his best friend?
I mean, Mr. Marcus, man. I mean, Mr. Marcus was
Sox hat.
fucking the Sox hat, man.
Sox
Like,
hat.
Sox fan, no?
yeah.
What, only brothers? Danny D can't be in there? Come on, you gotta mix it up a little bit,
I mean,
Yeah. I mean, the GOAT Johnny
J-Mac?
Singh, man.
Yeah, Johnny Wad, what's up?
But see, I'm playing for the lady audience here.
the
So
lady
I'm-
vote. Yeah, big dick.
Yeah.
I mean, you have right now. You're way ahead. Like you're way like you put this
MILF, cream
you
pie,
put this out
big
as a
dick.
poll. I mean, like the
Yeah, this
entire
is the easy
internet's
winner.
taking HBIC.
I don't
it's
know.
it's not close right now. You guys need to make a comeback.
Well, he got the mainstream pick with
Summer.
the MILF, and then he's gotten great other picks, like tremendous.
That's good.
And
So well-rounded
descriptive
so far.
as well.
Well-rounded.
Descriptive
right now.
as well.
You-
Speaking of well-rounded,
some
MSS, you're
some
up.
people don't watch porn, so you need a good description.
No, I'm
Yeah.
with you. That's why you're here.
Wait, who are those some people?
People without eyes.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go a little chalk, since I guess casting in college isn't chalk enough. I'm gonna go. I was gonna go teen, but then I'll get yelled at too. So I'm gonna stop. Even those girls are like in their early 30s when they're in the teens. I'm gonna go with big tit porn. Big tits.
I knew it. I thought that was gonna be your one. I thought it was gonna be your one.
That's a chalk pick, but it's good.
You and big boobs, man. I thought you were gonna have that as your first pick.
100%. And yes, big tits is a top seller for the guy. I will when we do the dump. I'll give my soliloquy on this whole topic because there's something more, but I don't want to take another category because there is another category that could go with this right along, which. A nice series
with
we'll
maybe
talk about that later.
a descriptor on there, maybe
potentially.
Okay,
potentially.
Hello.
Okay, yeah, I mean, you could do that.
Yeah.
See, I think
we'll talk about that later.
You know what? You're being nice. You're not.
I don't want to take it.
You're saying like
the categories.
All of them are nice. All of them.
They are. So because I was gonna originally attach it to another category, but I was like, no, that's not fair. I got to do one or the other. Yeah. So, and I would say in a majority of times when I'm going to this, like this subgenre or the genre, picking a category, I will go to big tits before I go to the other one. So I'm going with big tits right now.
I like it.
Even in a competitive environment like this, the altruism of My Sex Summer shines through.
Listen, got to do it. Beautiful. Got to do it.
I don't know. I think both of these guys are gutless. One of them should have went teen like they really wanted to. That was top on their list. Both of them. They both had teen, and because I embarrassed them with the college one, they backed off. I think they're both cowards. I
did not have teen on my list, but I saw the comments roasting My Sock Summer, so I had to play into it.
So you got scared.
I mean, if I had to get out my crystal balls to decide a category that MSS would pick, I would have had that one.
I didn't say natural and I didn't say fake because there's some good fake ones out there, but I would say for the majority of the time, natural is the 100% the way to go.
Yeah.
I'm a natural guy. I'm a natural guy, born and raised. Okay, born and raised.
Big raised. MSS, big floppy set of tits. There's nothing wrong with that. That's good for you. That's right. As American as apple pie, right there.
But there's some good.
It's funny for you to say.
I'm gonna say
it's funny for you to say born and raised because we know your dad, and like that now. Like I can only think of him being like, son, big natural. That's the way. That's the way we do it in this house. All right. I don't want to see nothing else.
We only want organic. We only want organic titties around here. Only organic titties. Loafer,
beef, you're
what's
up,
up,
buddy.
Oh man! All right, this is kind of a tough spot here. I like a lot of stuff on here. MSS just went big tits. I'm gonna go more primal on you guys. I'm going big ass.
Yeah.
I think big ass is like really if you're choosing and you're just like your animal instincts, you're going big booty, baby. Everyone's going big booty, And I'm also jealous because I got a flat ass, so I need to overcompensate. That's why I gotta be looking for that big old ass.
Yes.
I feel seen.
Exactly what I was gonna say. The Bang Bros Big Tits Round Asses series, BTRA. If you're on the LimeWires, that was heaven sent for guys like us. I mean, that was our bread and butter.
Yes. Oh, 100%.
We had both sides because listen, we grew up in the 90s. We grew up in the 90s where they had these little beanpole girls wearing turtlenecks and sweatshirts and all that shit. Like, I don't want this. And there was flat ass everywhere. And then when the good people at Bang Bros come out with the big tits round asses, I was like, yes, you have hit it. Like, I finally some porn that I can watch and actually enjoy because I was not enjoying.
You couldn't watch porn before. You were just
you're MSS. You're right because when we were coming of age, two things were happening at once there. The first pogs were happening because I don't care what Treasy says. Tanya Harding's like the first fat ass white girl, okay? and then that's when they started. And two, it was very fortunate, and Treasy, you remember this too. We had like Luke and 2 Live Crew videos, and Sir Mix-a-Lot's Baby Got Back was when we were like 12. I mean, so it was like right there. It was bringing us along, basically. Yeah, I mean, the big ass is always been where it's at for our age group, at least.
Yeah, dude, big ass. Good pick.
So Sir Mix-a-Lot put him on the Glass video they would show on the Spice channel because
that was on repeat on the box for 2 hours a day.
Yeah, because you could watch it unedited on that channel.
That was the box was hilarious because it's a thing where people could just choose the videos that they want to see next. You'd call in, you'd pay to see it, like an actual jukebox, and like you'd be watching it and like the same video play like 5 times in a row.
Bone Thugs. Bone
Oh,
Crossroads.
man.
Played,
Oh, yeah, Crossroads.
2 times in a row.
Oh man, I do miss my Uncle Charles, y'all.
You got the turnaround, Chorizo.
I do
go,
got the
Trezo.
turnaround. So let's. So I mean, you guys know me. I'm a big Weird Al fan. So
Oh man, weird.
I gotta
intro.
go parody. Parody is just is such a wild ass category that it's and also the thing about it is when you're choosing a category, you want it to be distinct to what you're looking for, and parody is just absolutely distinct to what you're looking for, and it's fucking wildness. And Beef, this is where you get sometimes you get your Velma, right?
Oh,
You know,
yeah. Thick Velma out there on the internet.
if they're doing a Scooby-Doo, but
Baby, I could go down a wormhole on that shit. I'm like, I'm not even into Scooby-Doo, but I'm
Or a
into this
butthole.
shit right here,
But as the Star Wars MCU guy of the group, I got to pair
That's
it
true.
with the
Yeah.
cosplay pick. And now I know you might be saying, how's parody and cosplay different? Cosplay got no plot. All right, that's the difference. There's parody, and then there's plotless
Parody-
cosplay.
Parody could also get into like pop culture. So like you're like not
That's
the
true.
Brady Bunch, not Friends, not Family Guy. Like they went that.
Yeah, like
series.
well, you get the
Yeah.
Seinfeld one, the Seinfeld one
Yes.
with Kramer.
Although
His name is
no.
Kramer.
yeah, it was Heinfeld. And it was Kramer. It was Kramer. Yeah, you're right. And it was like that was
And
for
Gorge.
Kramer. The one I saw was
Gorge
Kramer.
instead of
No,
George.
it's the one.
Creamer.
The
saw
one
one
I've
with
seen is
Kramer.
Kramer. It's
Heinfeld.
Kramer and Gorge.
Heinfeld.
Yeah, no,
The
this
last,
is
the
a
last
different one.
parody
You know,
one I downloaded was Borat.
you know that's
It was a
that's why.
Borat parody.
Oh wow, Borat parody. That's
That
something.
was like fucking years ago, but that was like the last parody I ever downloaded was like Borat.
well, download it. Yeah, I don't think.
Well, I saw Jason's face. He didn't seem too into this. Parody, that doesn't do it for you,
Not
Jason?
your
Parody, no, parody doesn't do it for me.
No, just
No,
not.
I would watch a couple of them. A couple of them are okay, but they tend to put a lot of the mainstream porn stars in the parody ones, and
Okay.
I have to go with little MSS on that. Sometimes you like the no name ones, the new ones, the
Little change
be
up
there.
on that.
So I've seen Jenna Jameson get fucked 17 times, million times already. I don't need to see her in a parody again.
Right. She doesn't have to be
All right,
Marsha
all right.
Brady for me to get hard. It's like I really don't care. It's not really that big of a deal.
Yeah, I see. The overstimulated guy's not into parody. Tracy. So that's what it looks like.
You know what? That's why I knew it would be around for the second round of,
Yeah,
of
you had
my
to
picks.
get in the back.
So,
That's
like,
right.
So yeah, it was. I had a feeling. I told you guys before. I only wrote like 5 or 6 things down because I was like, you guys aren't going to take any of mine.
Definitely not taking parody. No, not even close.
All right, Beef. It's back to you, buddy.
All right. So for my last pick,
No, wait a second. Treasy,
did you get two?
you got to do 2.
Oh, that's right.
I
He only
did.
did one.
I
he
said
did
parody
both.
and cosplay, and I explained the
Oh,
difference.
got it. Okay, got it.
Okay.
I didn't catch that either. MSS. I thought he was
You
kind
know
of
what?
talking about them as one.
I thought you
The-
said
the real
how are
porn
they
guy caught it.
different? I got it.
That's right.
All right, cool.
I said I have
didn't
to
get it.
pair it with another one,
Oh, I
and
see.
I
didn't
paired
hear
it
that.
with cosplay.
Yeah, I thought you said parrot. I didn't know.
Missy says she loves when Jason talks is like he's in a class discussion. He
Catch me next
Very
year.
studious. I appreciate that.
I'm teaching at U of I next year. I'm going to be teaching a class on porn.
It's already sold out.
Tweed jacket, no pants.
Please let me be your assistant, please. I'll be your assistant. I'll grade the test.
Let me tell you about big dicks.
Now see, this is under 10 inches. It is not really a big dick. I'm sorry.
It doesn't qualify.
I hate to
Above
break out the
average,
tape
yes,
measure,
but-
but yes. Now circumference.
All right, Beef, your last pick, buddy.
All right, my last choice, and I was going to go in one direction, but I'm going to go in a slightly different one. I'll explain.
Oh, I thought you were taking One Direction.
No, I don't think that's a category yet. I'm going to pick for my last pick. I'm going to pick chubby because I like thick girls. I was going to go BBW, but BBW over the last 5 years has changed, man. It is like my 600-pound life. It's like, bro, can you stop eating during the segment, during the video? Like, what the fuck? So I got to downgrade it a little bit to chubby because I like the level of thickness there. I can't. So I can't go BBW anymore.
I'm
it's
with you.
over. Yeah.
I'm with you.
It went too far, MSS, right?
I wrote curvy, and then I wrote BBW right next to it because I was like, listen, I don't want tanks, right? I don't want like this huge thing, right? Like Carmella Bing, perfect example. She went from curvy to BBW, and like she's just ginormous. Like I mean, that girl just got
Changed
huge.
the game. Changed the game.
I mean, way different.
Did on
way
purpose,
different.
right?
But like, dude, give me curvy, give me chubby. I'm fine with that. I think chubby has gone like more mainstream now. I don't even know if it's it's even a subgenre anymore. But but yeah, I'm 100% with you. Yeah,
You know. Hang on a second.
SPF comment
That's
almost
his
finished.
name.
Fuck
Almost
SPF
finished.
for reminding these assholes of bringing that
No.
up. Fuck you, SPF.
I told you at the start.
You son of a bitch.
I told you at the start. There's a category you better draft. I go, you won't draft
I'm
it,
picking that.
but you should. And it's cuck because you
I'm
love
not into
cuck.
cuck. No.
You
No,
love
I'm not.
cuck.
No, I'm not.
You love it. It's been 6 years you've been talking about.
I told you guys one time I saw a guy in a cuck porn video
And you
that
jerked
looked like
off.
a guy who was married to some chick that we knew growing up, Treasy. I'm not saying who it is right now, but I'm like, this guy looked exactly like her husband. Like, what the fuck is this guy doing in this thing? And ever since then, you're like, oh, the guy loves cuck porn.
We used to call him Scrooge McCuck.
Guys are assholes.
It's the one thing we have on Loaf. We have to
Don't take Jason's final
keep it
pick,
away.
okay? Leave Jason's final pick out there. Right? Don't take
Now,
it. Okay?
It's the one
Listen.
thing. It's the one thing that gets that gets beef angry.
Now,
All right.
CD44, Bing is nasty, is what he says. Bing, now, maybe? Or do you mean nasty like she just does a lot of shit? Like, she's just crazy.
Take that however you want to take
Because
it.
back in the day, Carmella Bing, I mean, not bad. Not bad. I would, but nowadays, I don't know, man. She's a hoss. I don't know, as the kids say, she's a hoss.
Senor Sock says, hello, my name is HBIC. Welcome to Advanced Cream Pies.
I'll make sure.
that'd be
Hey,
great.
it's an art and a science, people. You have to master this.
All right. So, this is my last pick, right? We're
Yes,
going.
sir.
It is your
Moving?
last
Get
pick.
moving?
Go
You're up,
for your
baby.
last pick.
Okay, CD4 corrected. He said she used to be decent. Now she's awful. I appreciate that. Carmella Bing, not too bad. So there's a lot left, and we can't pick teen because apparently that will make me really, really weird.
I'm writing it down for you already. So
I'm
just take
do
it.
it.
Just live.
Put
just live
it
with-
in the blog anyway. Doesn't matter
No.
what he picks.
I'm gonna throw this one out there. This is probably one of my favorite go-to categories. That's not casting, college, or big tits, and it's Latina. I love Latina porn. You gotta love it. It's just like I lost my virginity to a Latina woman. So I think it's like something that comes back every so often. So yeah,
finding out a lot about MSS tonight.
I like it. I like that he put it all out there.
I mean-
he left it all on the field, Treasy. How about
Have
that?
to.
How? I mean, like, if we look around the room here, how excited are you just to be around the three of us? MSS?
I mean, not much at all. Like I have been in a hot tub with you guys half naked for the last 7 years. Never accidentally sprouted wood. So I'm not
He's
turned on to
allegedly.
use.
He is.
I'm more with the female Latinas.
All right, sure, whatever. All right, HBIC, you got to close it out. You're well ahead. You're well ahead right now, I think.
Don't blow it. Don't blow it
thing
on the
is-
last pick. That happens because MSS has blown a
Don't-
couple drafts like this.
Yeah, you can't ask OJ to put on the glove here.
I'm not gonna take chalk. I'm gonna take something that
This could be a problem.
I'm gonna go
Should
with gangbang as my last pick.
Definitely not Chuck.
mostly uncomfortable. Yeah.
Well,
So
All right. HBIC.
I mean,
why?
it's- well, for the first reason, Peter, when he made his variant cover of me, that was a gangbang video, and I feel there's a lot of good series from out there from back in the day, All Holes Stuffed, volumes 1, 2, and 3.
Right.
So I mean, if people are into anal, if people are into DP, if people are into blowjobs, you get a little bit of everything. It's a smorgasbord of porn. If you like multiple, if you like bukkake, you're gonna get that too. Gangbang gives you everything, so that's why you put it on. It's like going to Old Country Buffet, man. That's what it is.
Treasy, Peter's out there in the comments like 50 Cent. What do you say fuck me for?
I like that the Old Country Buffet of like jism. What the fuck?
Is it because you like team sports? Like, is that why? I don't. You know, it's like
what the fuck.
Well, I like that he felt like I mean, if you listen to the explanation, he basically told us like this is how you pick all of the categories all at once, and
yep, you get
that is one way of putting it. That is one way of putting it for sure.
Gangbang gives you everything, man. It gives you blowjob, anal, DP, bukkake. It's just encompasses everything.
That's a lot of stuff.
He's blunt, but he's got a point.
You married the white woman. You married the right woman.
Oh wow!
I said right. I said right.
whoops.
I said
we
right.
heard you. We heard you.
Thank you, though. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for trying to make it worse than what it was, but thank you.
That was a Frank the Tank moment right there of HBIC explaining that and just snapping back into this shit right here. So,
I mean, I feel like the comments really got behind him. The comments are
They
like,
did.
Oh, actually, that makes sense.
yeah, K-Dog says, damn, he got some valid points down. And Missy says, worst part is that Jason was somehow a good seller on it and eloquently. Goodness, yes, I agree.
This is why there should be 37.
Andy says HBIC is selling us the fully loaded car right now.
That's one way to say it.
With the undercard.
My God.
John Carney says gangbang's the Baskin Robbins of the porn. God damn it.
So I'm gonna let you guys dump the list. I think me and Beef will go first because we'll get our stuff out of the way. But I think you guys dumping the list. I just want to see you guys go back and forth, almost rap battle style. So the only one that I had it was funny to me because I'm looking at the categories to see and one of the categories I saw was porn star, and I'm like, what else is on this site? Beef, what do you got to dump from your list?
My dumps, I've got blowjob, massage, POV, redhead.
POV.
I didn't know that this was a category, but stuck. I thought stuck was just part of the MILF thing. But just being stuck under things, which is funny in its own thing. Doctor, of course, since I just had a great doctor's visit. And then last but not least.
Wait a second. How great was this doctor's visit?
I talked about it last episode. Don't worry about it.
I know. I think you didn't tell us everything.
He came home to come, Teresi. I'm not
Dr.
that
Cream
fat.
Pie.
I'm not that fat.
And then the last one is the most fun one is cum shot. And the reason why I look, cum shot, it could be degrading potentially, but there's a video of Mike Adriano where he comes too fast a bunch of times, and they clip all the parts together where he's not supposed to come. He's like, oh no, and then he's shooting all over himself. Like, that's funny shit, man. Cum shots are funny in my opinion, no matter what they're doing. So.
Is there a blooper reel?
A blooper reel. That's what it is.
Okay,
yeah, exactly.
So that's what you want. You want that's the category.
Well, I like that too, but I also like who is it? Jizz Monsters, where it's like a fake cum shot and it's like it's like a milkshake going all over the place. Like, that's funny shit. I wish I invented that.
No, wait.
Oh my God.
Wait. I will tell you.
Monsters.
This is not Beef being a creep. This is Beef being fat. He's like, milkshake. Oh, milkshake.
I'm not gonna lie. For the first time I saw that, I thought that was real. I thought that was real the first time I saw it. And I was like, wait a minute here. There can't be that much on her.
They you know what? They bait you a little bit, Jason, because the first couple, they seem like they could be real. Then they just realize everyone knows it's up, and then they go wild with that shit.
Yeah.
It's obviously
It's a little crazy. CD44 asks, what the fuck is stuck? Stuck is like a girl is like, oh, I'm gonna fix your I'm here fixing your dryer. She gets stuck, and the guy's like,
It's a great time.
he's like, oh, I'm gonna fuck you while you're stuck in this dryer, you know. And that's what stuck is.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm gonna check out your radiator. Oh shit, I'm stuck. And then, right up in the booty.
Or you went to get something under the bed, and I'm stuck under the bed.
I'm stuck.
Yeah.
There's another one, Loaf, where they're like, they're like girls that are dressed similar. So the boyfriend thinks it's his girlfriend, but it's actually his girlfriend's sister, and they're dressed the same. And then he pulls down the pants and goes
What
to
a
town.
conundrum.
Then he's shocked.
That's
because
unlucky.
it's not the right person, but then they all end up sleeping together anyway. So it's no big deal. Like, it's fine. It's fine.
Happily
I want
ever
to say
after.
real quick. The funny thing about stuck porn is like every girl in that was like 90 pounds. And it's like, have you tried just backing up? Like, there's no scenario where you're actually stuck. Have you tried just moving your legs a little bit?
All right. We're going to go back and forth.
All right. Jason, you go first.
My first dump would be Asian.
Asian.
It encompasses Japanese, Filipino, Thai. It encompasses.
That's a good call.
It's very trendy. It's one of the top. You got Japanese.
Quite worldly of you.
Those guys
Yeah.
are very horny.
Yeah.
over
So
there.
Asian would probably have been my first.
All right. We've all said teen like 6 times, so I'm not even going to say it. Amateur will be my first one. Amateur.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is
I don't
always
know.
funny because it's like, really? Because I feel
yeah,
like
are
you're
you?
getting
Are
paid
you,
to do
though?
this.
You know what, though? I'm going to tell you something, Treasy. I feel like
Sometimes.
there's more people that have sex videos out there than don't. Like, that's how many
That's
motherfuckers
true.
are out there doing shit.
true.
And you know what? I'm good on the amateur and I'm good on the Asian. I'll pass on both. I'm passing by them channels. I'll be honest with you.
All right. HBIC.
HBIC.
I will go. My other dump list would be threesome and lesbian.
Those are your only 2 that you have left?
Oh no, I thought we were going around in circles here.
Yeah.
and
Just
forth.
the-
You and-
you
you
you and MSS go back and forth. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
that's
threesome. That was going to be my next one, too. That's a great pull. And then what did you say?
lesbian.
I said threesome.
Lesbian.
Lesbian.
All right. I put the lesbian. I'm going to cross that one out, too.
Yeah, lipstick
I'll
lesbian.
go Czech porn from Czechoslovakia.
Yeah.
Like,
Like the Czech casting.
Well,
couch.
yeah, a lot of, yes. I mean,
Probably from the Czech Republic. But,
you have like that Susie Sun. Susie Sun is like, oh, guys, if you haven't checked her out, go check her out. She's a treasure. She's
What'd you say
a
her name
national
was?
treasure. And then since HBIC did 2, I'm gonna go bachelorette party porn. Well, those are fun ones too. Like just watching.
Oh
the,
no,
like,
the dancing bear? Fuck the dancing bear, man. Fuck that
100%,
shit.
man. I love
That's
it.
some
I love it.
bullshit.
Because like it's the fakest shit ever. Because like the girl is just like all of a sudden
Motherfucking
she's just
dancing
like,
bear.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fuck this guy in front of my 40 of my friends. Like it's just gonna happen. You know,
And no one's gonna tell my fiance.
Exactly. This is totally fine.
Yeah, she's like, oh, nut on my face, and your friend is like, yeah, do it.
Yeah, they're cheering her on.
The fun, like now I'm gonna break the third wall, but there's
Do it.
like when you watch these videos, there's girls that they'll have like a necklace, they'll have like a flower, they'll have whatever. So the ones that have like a certain one are the ones that will fuck, and those are the ones that the guys go up to. The other ones are just like paid extras that like make $200 just to sit there and watch these people fuck and smell all sorts of smells. Like, you're like, hey, this girl has the. Hey,
Glad you added that.
they're like, hey, Johnny Wad, when you go out there, the girls that are wearing the lays, you can fuck them. So pick one of them and then fuck them, and they get $20 extra. So yeah.
MSS Senior Sucks is asking, isn't J-Mac the dancing bear?
No, I don't think he ever did it. I don't think he ever did Jane C. Bear. I don't think so. Anyway,
I guess you're going to have to study.
I'll have
a
to look
fucking
up.
shame.
All right,
I got
Jason,
one. I got one more left because you guys
Oh my
took a
God.
couple of mine, but it's gonna be Squirt. Not a drink. But
Water sports, huh?
there, hey,
Water
you
sports
make a
or
girl
just
squirt.
sports?
That's a right up. That's just like a big flex. Oh, I made her squirt last night.
Oh,
Yeah, buddy, like high five. And
Definitely
even
is.
better if
The
it's not
mood got
piss.
somber. Mood got
Definitely
somber in
is.
one box of this.
definitely has Squirt on my list too. For sure. Yeah, good stuff. Apparently,
Pull it back up, Tracy. Pull that comment back up for Chuck Hardy. He says, I hope future front office acquisition Dayton Moore isn't watching this.
next week's guest. Dayton Moore.
Exactly.
He's like,
To
"Can we
tell
do
us
the
why
draft
we're
again?
all bad people.
Please do the draft again. Please do the draft again. All right. So I guess HBIC is done. I have homemade, is another like another one, like a reality type thing. Webcam, I think we kind of drafted that. OnlyFans, video. OnlyFans.
I feel
Babysitter.
like you're watching all of these right now. That's why your internet keeps spacing out.
Babysitter, good call, MSI.
Gonzo, self-shot. You know,
I said
like
POV
those.
though. In that same.
You
thing?
did.
No.
You did. You
Okay.
did. Early Girls Gone Wild. Before they like started setting up like all the like the two girls like going down on each other, like I enjoy the randomness of like the ones that you knew were real, but then you could tell the ones that weren't real.
Just be honest, you bought the DVDs late night.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Here's the deal, though, HBIC.
I'm gonna call right now.
You could send that shit back and get a full refund. So I would do that every so often. I would just
You sent back used porn?
Oh, hell yes, man. Sometimes I would get the DVD. I would
He's
tape
flabbergasted.
it and then send it back. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh man, you know the floppy disk company had, there was a no return policy there.
HVIC. You hear that and you think My Sock Summer must be a guy who's at the restaurant and you're like, hey, look, man, I understand you didn't like this, but you ate the whole thing.
You can't return it.
First off, don't fucking matter. Don't matter because those people actually Girls Gone Wild ended up getting sued later because they put people into those subscription plans where they just sent the shit and charged the shit without like explaining that this was happening. So like people won money off that shit. I didn't because I sent the shit back and they just gave me my money back anyway, so it don't matter. Stepmom, stepsister porn, we kind of discussed that, and then Loaf, I'm gonna second your or I don't remember who said it, but redhead porn. I
said redhead. Yeah.
So yeah, redhead is definitely on there too. Is just one of those weird ones. It's like it reminds me of the Chasing Amy when they're in the like the fucking airport going somewhere, and Brody has like a shitload of porn, and he's just like, "What do you need?" He's like, "Sometimes I like to jerk off when there's a girl with a horse. I don't know, it's just what it is. It's like redhead is like right in the same category. You're
Agreed.
just like, sometimes you need a redhead.
The craziest thing is like the step porn is like cascades like Pornhub. Like it's just like the top thing that's like, why? I don't get
Easiest
it.
to write.
Yeah.
Lazy guy to write.
They could churn them out, no problem, right, Teresa?
That was not
That's
a
why that's one of the things the Writers Guild brought to the attention of the producers was, hey, if you get rid of us, this is what you get. This fucking all day.
That's why it's
you
going
get nothing creative.
Oh
man.
Sammy Davis Jr.
He's yeah. I didn't bring that one in. I
It's
think
getting,
that
it's
one
getting
we can
weird in
leave.
the comments. I appreciate it.
That's for the comments.
my
That's for the comments. But guys, this is congratulations on our last episode. Thanks.
We're going down.
But yeah, I mean this
Might
this
as well
was
go down.
this was wilder than I thought it would be. So I knew it was going to be wild. It went a lot crazier than I thought. And Jason, we can't thank you enough for joining
Hell
us,
yes.
man. It's always great
Bless you,
to
Jason.
hang out with you. Hopefully, we get to hang in the off season a little bit. I know there's no tailgates right now, but why don't you tell us what you're up to and where we can find you?
Well, Bumcast every Monday, 9 p.m. on YouTube Live, and just find me on the Twitter. I know you guys are about to thank you and GFY people next. I just want to give a GFY to My Sock Summer for the Conehead picture. Like, that's my GFY.
Conehead picture. I don't even
I don't
remember.
know what you're talking about.
I'd forgotten about that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Get down.
No, thanks for having me, guys. It's been fun. A lot of yucks. We'll catch you guys soon.
Absolutely. Thanks
stuff.
Thanks so much
Bless
for
you,
joining us.
Jason.
We'll talk to you soon. All right, fellas.
I gotta ask a question there.
a
So
lot.
we've been holding that for a while.
Yeah.
I think it delivered, right? We don't do a lot of drafts, but when we do them, we try to do something way off the wall that most people ain't doing. I felt like that worked. I think that worked.
It did work.
I mean, it's.
I mean,
What's funny, Beef, is you and I have started doing a lot more like really heavy baseball things.
Yeah.
This is definitely the opposite end of the spectrum.
yes.
We definitely
The other way.
said, hey, if you're not into this, how about this?
I
Try
mean,
this one then.
like you guys did what? You did the 40 man and you traded with every team and you did all that stuff. I had 24 entries for favorite porn category. So I mean, this is where I got my bread and butter. I saw this show and I was like, I need to make sure I go over the top. And I made the video for the porn star MLB player.
You sure did,
and wanted to make sure that I came correct, because this is
and then the audio warning too, MSS. Nice audio
Yeah.
warning for start.
I mean, I didn't write that.
It was definitely needed.
But I'm needed that.
I'm glad we warned the people.
Because I didn't want people to listen to this stuff and be like, oh, because they thought we were good guys, and then they listened and they're like, oh, these guys are really creepy.
Allegedly.
Some of us.
Especially the big white one. So yeah, but yeah, no, it's just. I mean, I had to bring it. I mean, you come into my neighborhood, I gotta shoot. I gotta just show you how to hit the hoop, right? I gotta show you how to do it.
He stayed true to the pornness. He
Had to.
shoot.
He's
got a Peter
still
North view.
he's still in it. But it's time, guys. It's time for some thank yous and some GFYs. Beefloaf, who are you thinking this week?
Mine is less of a thank you and more of a shout out to my guy Ian Eskridge for his excellent. Basically, it was like an exit interview of Andy Barquette. Check that out on the White Sox Daily YouTube page or find it on his Twitter. Whatever. It's about 20 minutes. Andy Barquette was the minor league hitting coordinator for the White Sox, and he didn't have his contract renewed. And so on his way out the door, Ian interviewed him and talked about all the things that he helped update, and he helped update in the White Sox minor leagues. Kind of things that probably still need to be done, and just some interactions he had down there. So if you're trying to get a feel for how do the White Sox improve their development machine and kind of what they're doing here, that's a great 20 minutes to spend. So hit up White Sox Daily's YouTube, and also follow them on Twitter. They're great about cutting videos of all minor league stuff. So anything you want to, any minor leaguer you want to see is definitely on the White Sox Daily page. Go check it out. Check out the videos, and Ian will interact with you. He's great. He'll give you his opinion on every single one of the prospects, and he won't sugarcoat it either. He'll tell you the goddamn truth.
Yeah, Ian does a great job over there. That interview is really good. Yeah, I listened to that the other day. A lot of interesting insights. And interesting to hear someone who's leaving an org, and what they're looking to do next. Yeah. My Sox Summer, who are you thinking or GFYing?
So I want to thank you both. I want to thank Treasy and Beefloaf for creating a show that it was totally about my strengths. Clearly, you listened to Josh Nelson on the Azul and you said, hey, listen, we need to really work this guy because we're not playing to his strengths. So we're just going to do a whole show about pornography and see how that goes. So I thank you. Also, I'm going to echo Barry Baganona's statements here. Wings and Rings won Chicago's Best Wings tournament with our friend Kevin Powell over on WGN Radio. They won there, so I'm hearing a couple rumors that they're gonna have a party. So get ready, Get ready, guys. So if you don't follow Wings and Rings already, first of all, fuck you. Why are you not following one of the biggest sponsors of the 108 tournament? But please go in, follow them on Twitter for updates. I hear there's gonna be a party, so make sure we get in there. Shout out them. Shout out to you two. Also, thank you, HBIC, for coming in and just letting go.
Fuck
I mean,
yeah.
Who the fuck picks cream pie second? I mean, that's just amazing. That's fucking totally amazing and totally unhinged.
You know what?
And I love it. I love it.
That's
Treasy.
UNLV beating Duke by 40 in the
Yes.
NCAA final. That's what that is.
Yes, it
I
is.
will second that. That was who I think he was going to be. Thank you to Jason for coming on. It was, as I said, it was a wild ride in more ways than one. But thank you, everyone, for listening. We will be back next week. We'll talk to you very soon. Good night, everyone.